Pause that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were just saying that the menu simultaneously is like, when you go to the menu, what are you expecting?
You're expecting an original movie that's like horror movie that in an environment that you never expect before, that you don't really know much about, that feels cool because you don't really find yourself in a position to have like a lot of fancy food, and you don't know what kind of people these chefs are. Maybe you're the kind of guy that like binges Top Chef.
Yeah, the trailer is like about food a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, what if Gordon Ramsay was a fucking killer and a psychopath?
Jigsaw.
What if he was Jigsaw?
And he was coming after the cast of Succession, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here's my fucking issue with the end of the menu. I just saw it in Ready or Not. Female Robin Hood, final girl Robin Hood, who escapes easily, I've seen. There's actually a filmed quadrilogy called The Hunger Games about female Robin Hood taking down the Richies. And you know what? I've seen it. When she escaped at the end of the menu, which is a fun, inventive movie, clever movie, but the ending, for me, what I wanted at the end of that movie was for a Black Hawk like strike team to descend on that island, immediately kill all of the chefs easily, just a mercenary team of like, like Blackwater guys, and they kill everyone. The rich people are like, oh, thank God. They free the rich people are now in total control, but they don't leave. The movie makes almost no effort to make us sympathize with them and then kills them mercilessly. Why not take the lack of effort to make us sympathize with them and actually subvert the format of one of these movies? Why not make it so at the end, they kneecap Ray Fiennes and he's helpless and screaming in pain. And now the rich people are all drinking wine and enjoying it. No, I thought I was going to die. You were so scared when they drowned that guy? No, I know. I was terrified, but it's all okay now. This reminds me of when we used to party with Jeffrey. And they're all having like a good time. And Ray Fiennes is on the floor screaming. And Anya Taylor-Joy is there like, oh no. And Nick Braun goes, you know what? You didn't like the food. Why don't you try that? And they start offering her more and more money until it's up to $20 million to eat Ray Fiennes alive. And she starts eating him, and he screams and screams helplessly, and then he dies. And she's eating him, and her face is covered in blood. And then Nick Braun walks up behind her and shoots her in the head. Then you see them burn the island. All the records of the island ever existing and of that chef ever existing are deleted. The rich people totally get away with it. And the final image of the movie is Nick Braun at a fancy restaurant in Venice. And he's talking to his friends, and he sees a girl who's a high-price escort, like Anya Taylor-Joy, and he goes, hey, come sit with us. And she goes, oh, you like nice restaurants? And he goes, oh my God, I had the craziest weekend. And you end it. Subvert it. We've entered a point of capitalism where you can make rich people cackling villains, and it's more effective than making them simpering victims. Have you noticed that in television, the upper 1% of the 1%, like in Succession and White Lotus, are now portrayed as nuanced characters, real people, kind of anti-heroes, whereas in movies like Ready or Not or Glass Onion or all these fucking movies, they're now one-dimensional cartoons. Now in reality, there is you don't like Glass Onion. He hates Glass Onion.
On camera right now. Hold on.
I see. I haven't. I know already. I saw Knives Out. I don't need to. I get it. They're movies. But so the rich people should have gotten away and made Anya Taylor-Joy eat Ray Fiennes. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Say your idea.
Okay, so when you said after all of this has been said and done, they burn their entire evidence, they could still play on that whole like food course thing, and you still keep the same philosophy that they tried to have in the movie, that like the s'more is the most like defiled creation of man, and it's like this disgusting creation, it's not even real food. And whatever idea they come up with to burn down this whole thing and cover their tracks is the s'more.
Yeah, they make Ray Fiennes the s'more.
Yes, and that's the only thing they know how to make, and you still do the whole thing
because they're rich and they don't know how to cook.
Exactly, and it's beautiful, and it says the same fucking thing they were trying to say before, and you can still have your little title card in the upper right corner.
And then you have Anya Taylor-Joy like eating his roasting flesh with melting chocolate and marshmallow mixed into the burnt gristle of Ray Fiennes' flesh.
Yeah,
come on,
it doesn't make you hate s'mores anymore, too. Like, I feel bad thinking about a s'more after that movie.
I don't. I feel hungry.